Why, hello!
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hi there!
Hello.
Happy Thursday, everybody!
Are we the new people? Here we are.
The new people.
It's the same old.
That's right. That's right. That's what they say in Langoliers, right, Rob? When the
Yeah.
new people, yeah.
Mommy, it was the
Gotcha.
little kid. Mommy, look at the new people. And it's like, I love that movie. It's like community college theater acting. It's like, is that us? Are we the new people? Wow. There's like two decent actors in there, but everybody else is kind of a little sketchy.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, well, hello. Sorry, we got easily distracted. What a world. Of course we
What
get
we do
easily
here, man.
distracted. It's what we do here. Hey, we got a hype train! Yay!
Woo!
Thank you! Appreciate it! So welcome to Chatting with Doug and Rob. We're going to get into some questions in a little bit, but before we get into some questions, we're going to go over the rules that we have here, because things are a little different. First and foremost, we're going to give priority to bit messages, since that is some real world money spent. At the end of streams, sometimes we have a chance to look at some highlighted messages, but highlighting a message does not guarantee that we are going to see it or respond to it. Please do not repeat the same questions or comments over and over and over again in chat. You can get timed out or banned. That also does apply to the bit messages as well. Obviously, we've been live for a bit of time and haven't even answered any of these questions. I've got a list. Don't worry about it. We will get to it.
They keep rolling in.
They do. Please keep your messages short and sweet. The longer they are, the more we tend to lose your question. And also, we do have quite a few to get through. So chances are I'm going to read it really fast, and we're going to get a misunderstanding in there somewhere anyway. No spoilers, please. No spoilers in any questions or comments that you're going to give. Not everyone has had a chance to sit down and watch Loki on a Wednesday. Okay? So no spoilers, please.
It's good. That's the only spoiler I'll give.
I think that's it. And of course, just respect the mods. If the mods tell you to cut it out, cut it out. It's as easy as that.
Cut it out.
Don't be that person.
God, how old is that reference? Like
Gotta
nobody's
keep the
knows what
Dave
fuck you're talking
Coulier
about.
references alive,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, I got it. I'm younger than you guys, and I understood.
Hooray!
You watch that confounded Fuller House, though. That's why you know it.
No, who
I
remembers-
watched Full House, excuse me. I was born in 1987.
Oh, what was that? No, it's not a Full House reference. What was the show he was
No,
on
he
before?
did
I read
it
on
too.
Nick?
Out of Control is what you're thinking.
Out of
of.
Control.
Oh.
Now, who remembers Out of Control?
I do. But he did it in Full House too. It's
Yes.
good.
There you
Anyway,
I remember it from, Full House.
Dragon's Story. No, that is some 80s Nick right there. Beautiful.
There you go. All right, well, let's get started. Christopher Carvey, or KV, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome, appreciate it. Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, you wonderful trio of divine awesomeness. How you doing?
Oh, hello.
good.
Good. Luke the Boss, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey, Doug and Rob, I have two short questions. Have y'all seen the Scooby-Doo / Courage trailer? What do you think? And what are some of your goals for you all that you still want to accomplish?
I heard about the trailer. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it focused.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
I heard about it. I haven't seen it yet. I gotta check that out. I don't know. Maybe more drawings. I guess I'm doing a little bit of a side project that does involve drawing. So getting a little bit of that. But that's the main thing. I've been blessed enough, so lucky to do this job and have such freedom with it that a lot of it's been done.
I like Walter and I were talking about some bigger projects next year, particularly around fanscription. So I just like to do that. Like, just we've got our little niche and we're quite happy. So
Yeah, I feel like a lot of my goals at this moment are focused more on like travel, seeing the world before,
yeah,
I don't know, not to be like before I get to a certain age, because I am
Or
in my
COVID-20.
mid-30s, but like, you know, I just feel like that's more of it because we have this wonderful job, so. Perfect, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, in you and I, there's a mule ahead.
Well, that blew my mind. Am I still blurry?
Yeah,
by the
you
way?
are. I don't know what's going on with your camera
What
right
is
now.
going on with that? Do I need more of this light? Let's see. Let's see.
I
if
don't
that
know,
helps.
but you're
Is
blurry
that
still.
better?
No,
Or
you're still
no?
blurry. You might need to
Blurry?
refocus it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Focus. There's my hand. Follow my hand. Please follow my hand. Please let it work this time. Is
I'm
it
not.
working?
No, I'm not. I'm still seeing you pretty blurry.
What is happening? Okay.
I don't
hold on.
know.
Maybe I can just get really close.
Yeah.
That might help. Is that better or no?
It's still the same for me. It's still
This
the same
is
for me.
really weird.
Are you sure
Huh.
it's your camera or could it be your internet connection? Oh, wow. Nope. No, got really sharp. That was a lot
Okay.
of Doug really close up.
Okay. Is that good? Are we good?
Oh, yeah, but it's mostly Chaplin, but
Oh, well, in that case, people will be very happy with that. Okay.
there you go.
that
All right,
good?
yeah, we'll figure it
All
out.
We're good. Okay.
Sergeant Dog Dirt, thank you for the 100 bits. Has there been a fanscription that you attempted but then gave up on?
Not yet that I'm aware of. You'd have to ask Walter from his side, but I think everything I set out to do, I've done. So yeah, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Which of the two leads from Cruella did you like more, Emma Stone or Emma Thompson?
I mean, they're both fun and yucking it up and stuff. And I guess I'll say Emma Stone because Emma Thompson we've kind of got used to that role now. She plays that part a lot, so I guess I'll say Emma Stone.
I would go with Emma Stone as well. Cameron, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey, just wondering, but has anybody ever had a root canal? I'm getting one soon.
No,
Mm-mm.
I've had
Sorry.
pulled teeth and I've had a chipped tooth, but I've never had a root canal.
As the daughter of a
Oh.
dentist, though, I can tell you, it's fine. You're gonna be great. Don't be afraid.
Good luck.
Sergeant Dog Dirt, thank you for the 100 bits. Any chance we'll see a Disney December review of one of the darkest Disney movies, Night Crossing?
Night Crossing. I don't even know that one.
Yeah,
don't
I
either.
haven't seen that.
I'll look into it.
Brian Miser, thank you for the 50 bits. Great review of Roger Rabbit, Doug. Thanks to you, I now know Toontown has hookers, and Roger now needs AA, or Alcoholics Anonymous, I think. Help. AA help.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
there's a lot of little hidden naughty jokes in there, and some not so hidden.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. Was Jessica Rabbit your sexual awakening as a kid? I've said it before, I'll say it again, she had no right to be that hot.
No, for me, it was probably April O'Neil.
Yeah, I was gonna say April.
That's what I like. What you saw in the video where I went from hey girls, to they're cool. I don't know why suddenly, but they're really. I want to be around them a lot more. I don't know why.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. The original script for Who Framed Roger Rabbit has Judge Doom be revealed to be the same person who killed Bambi's mom. Do you think that would have lessened the impact of the character if it was kept in? Also, Doug, I've decided your Judge Doom was officially more terrifying than the actual character.
Oh, that's
I
a
think-
lie.
I think it would have been hilarious. I would have kept it in.
It would have been a throwaway joke, I'm sure, because
Yeah.
I think I heard that too.
That would have been funny just hearing Eddie say, "And came Maroon and Bambi's mom."
Yeah.
Oh, Sergeant Dogdirt is specifying Night Crossing, that dark movie from Disney, they said, is about two families in East Berlin trying to escape into the West via balloons.
Oh, I know that story. I didn't realize it was a movie. Okay, cool.
Perfect, thank you for the 50 bits. So everyone seems to give Sam Neill shit for his accent in Peaky Blinders, but he's doing a Northern Irish accent and doing it perfect. Southern Irish is a completely different accent, and it's the generic sounding Irish accent people know.
Maybe. I mean, I'd have to hear a Northern Irish accent to tell you. It's just, whatever it is. It seems a little over the top, but the thing is, I love his performance in Peaky Blinders so much.
You know,
Like,
Marv,
it's
it could
so
be
great.
too. We grew up with Hugh Laurie on a lot of these British comedies, so when we saw him as House, I couldn't take him seriously, even though I'm sure if I never saw him in anything else, I'd be like, wow, that's a good performance. He's really good, but all I can hear is him hiding that British accent as slowly and carefully
They-
as possible. And I
Brits,
can't take it
when they
seriously.
do American, tend to over enunciate. Everything is over enunciated, and like it's like that's how I can normally tell.
So maybe we're just used to his accent as it usually is.
Titaniac, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, with your reviews on Prince of Egypt, Judgment Day, and Roger Rabbit, it's a breath of fresh air to see you praising rather than crapping on them. I believe it could really help your channel.
People seem to be liking them, and well, you know, it's funny because you know we've been doing this about 14 years now, and it's one of those things where you do notice kind of a shift, and there is something nice that when you're talking about a movie now, people do like comedy in it, but it's not a requirement. It just has to be passionate and interesting.
It makes our
So-
job easier.
No,
so
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
now, especially as I'm getting older,
we would have done it earlier if we thought that it could get traction.
Yeah,
so.
now that I'm getting older too, and it's like, man, it's tougher to pull like all-nighters when editing and stuff like that. There is something nice knowing when you're writing, it's like, oh, I don't need to put a joke here. Okay, I can just move on. I could just say what's interesting and then move on to the next thing, and maybe there'll be a joke there. So that's really nice, and people really seem to dig it. So yeah, I'm enjoying that too.
Okami Battle Block, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey y'all, how you doing? Can't wait for Friday's Kingdom Hearts 3 stream, and thank you to your Roger Rabbit review yesterday. I now wonder if sorry, let me try to say this again. A Roger Rabbit world could work in Kingdom Hearts.
I was just thinking that when you said that, Toontown World, that'd be kind of cool.
That
Well,
would
I
be
don't-
really cool.
The black and
Burn
white
my
world-
would burn my
people like-
retinas out.
I was gonna say the black and white world when you go back to Steamboat Willie and everything, that kind of is like that world a little bit.
Dillbomb, thank you for the 50 bits. Have you seen Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler, and what are your thoughts?
I've seen half of it, and I was liking
I'm
it,
not.
but just something else came up and I couldn't finish. And it's always one of those, I have it on the list to finish, and I haven't done it yet, so I'll get around to it. But I was liking it.
Framizer, thank you for the 50 bits. Since you're doing a Courage Month for Dark Toons, are you now aware of the upcoming crossover with Scooby-Doo?
I just saw. I gotta see when that comes out because it would be pretty cool if I could do that. Maybe in July as one of the Dark Toons. So yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it.
I think it's coming out in like October or September or something.
Oh, okay. Well, there's no chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll do a Dark Toons then for it.
Yeah. Mumrar, thank you for the 50 bits. Do you think there could be a potential in a solo Frozone movie from Pixar, and what do you think it could be about?
Frozone.
His super suit.
Yeah, finding his damn super suit. Yeah, sure. Like I like Frozone, but I think that could work because it's not like we know a ton about him, but we like him, so it would be nice to kind of expand a little bit on that character and like, well, who are his enemies and how do he get his powers and stuff like that. That might be fun.
Alex the Animator, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, when you reviewed the first 3 Child's Play movies with Phalis, you appeared to treat the shows Seventh Heaven, Ally McBeal, and Lewis and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman as bad shows that no one cares about, when in reality, a lot of people like those shows, even though I don't believe that Seventh Heaven is that good.
Seventh Heaven. So Lois and Clark.
Yeah. Seventh Heaven was kind of even acknowledged as a bad show at the time by most
yeah,
people.
no, Lois and Clark is fun for what it is. I think that's the equivalent of like, what's the Archie show? Riverdale is like the equivalent of that back then. Ally McBeal was always bad. Oh, but I
I
get
never
people
liked
that
Ally
like it.
McBeal.
Every girlfriend I had around that time loved Ally McBeal, and they would explain it to me. It's like, okay, I get, but same thing. They kind of knew it was dumb too. It was just sort of a fun fantasy thing. So, please, if you like them, please enjoy them. Don't let our silly jokes get in the way of that.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Rob, can you do a fanscription for a sequel to the movie Glass? What if Shyamalan continued the franchise?
I think Glass speaks for itself.
Did
I
you
think
ever
most
see it?
Shyamalan. Yeah, I don't know what to do with anything Shyamalan. I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing Shyamalan's done that I want to touch. He is his own thing. Nobody else is like him, and I don't feel it's hard to fix something that's that crazy already with Shyamalan. So I don't know.
Big Mac, thank you for the 50 bits. I just wanted to say, this past Tuesday was by far the most civilized game of Among Us I've ever seen. Was it?
Was it? Really?
Unless they're kidding.
Pretty sure I called Doug an ignorant slut a number of times.
Chorus, thank you for the 50 bits. I love Doug reflecting every Heather word when she says the rules. And question is maybe instead top 11 best Disney DVD sequel, instead top the least worst. Cinderella 3, Aladdin 3.
I mean, man, I don't know. Like I said, I could do maybe 3 or 4 that are like, oh, that was pretty decent. Like, that was okay, passable. I don't know if I could get to 11, man.
Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. Hello, one and all. Hello to Heather, our bit narrator. Hello to Rob and his mighty beard. Hello to Toonie Doug. Guess what? I got my first shot today. Yay me!
Hey!
Congratulations!
Congrats. We're all in it together, kid.
Power Gamer, thank you for the 50 bits. Really enjoyed a review of Roger Rabbit. It's one of my top 5 favorite movies. Fun fact, Tim Curry auditioned for the role of Judge Doom, but they turned him down because he was too scary.
That's what I hear. It must be when he takes the glasses off and sees the cartoon eyes, because I'm thinking of him with the other scenes, and it's like, I think he'd be just as good as Lloyd. I mean, Lloyd's very
I
creepy
like
and stuff like
Lloyd's-
that, but yeah.
Yeah, there's something about Lloyd's look though, because Lloyd has that height and he's a little skinnier. There's something a little more skeletal about him that I kind of enjoy
Yeah.
for that.
You
type
know
of
what?
character.
You know
the
what Curry
performance
looked
would have
like?
been great, but
You know what Curry would look like? Remember the bad guy from Raiders of the Lost Ark? Good evening, Fräulein. Like, I feel
Yeah,
like he
he
would
would've
look like that.
a little more of a Peter Lorre thing going on.
Yeah, so I mean, I could see it. I think he'd be great, but yeah, then we wouldn't get Christopher Lloyd. He was fantastic.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. If you had the material to make a costume for only one Doom Patrol character to appear on NC, who would you use?
Oh, I mean, I think it'd have to be Cliff.
Cliff.
I mean,
Yeah. Always
that'd
Cliff.
just be an amazing costume.
Right, well, and it's hard for me to separate out, too, like, knowing what we have at the studio, we could pretty much put together a costume for almost everyone else just based on what we have at the studio.
Yeah. Even Cliff, I feel like just the head. The head is what would take time, but I mean, knowing Jim, he could take other parts of other masks we have and put something together, so yeah.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, you beautiful new people. How y'all doing? Also, Doug, big round of applause on Who Framed Roger Rabbit review. I absolutely love that movie, one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, it really gets better when you look back on it, man. I always think, oh, well, something's not going to age well. It's like, nah, it weirdly gets better and better.
Okami, thank you for the 50 bits. Simple question. When is the Cats 2019 review? It has to happen soon, right?
It will happen soon. I mean, we haven't shot it. I'm not saying that, but I do have a date planned. So, yeah, it'll be coming soon.
Frameiser, thank you for the 50 bits. Just found out that Owen Wilson won't say wow in Loki.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all you can say. Wow. What I love is anytime you can't say wow like Owen Wilson without doing the face. Wow. Wow.
Alex the Animator, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, do you still have your Nostalgia Critic that you got at Con Bravo back in 2012?
My Nostalgia Critic?
Yeah. Maybe is it a dowel or something? I'm not sure. It just says, do you still have your Nostalgia Critic?
I try to hold on to as many of them as possible, especially now we have space at the studio. So, probably.
It's probably on display somewhere, honestly.
Yeah.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. I've read an article where James Gunn had... Sorry, there's a lot of hads in a roll here. I've read an article where James Gunn has had casual talks with both DC and Marvel about a possibility of a crossover, saying it's not off the table. There's nothing happening, of course, but the prospect is on the table for it one day, and he would love to be the one to direct that epic. What do you guys think about the possibility in our lifetime that we see a DC Marvel crossover movie event?
Oh, that'd be fun. He would be a great director to do it because he's worked with both.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they're both good. We'll see how Suicide Squad is. But yeah, I feel like he'd be a good choice.
I mean, it's happened in the comics before, so.
Oh, yeah, lots of times, yeah.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Which character are you most excited to see in the new Suicide Squad movie based on the trailer?
I haven't seen the trailer yet, so I don't know.
So this is one of those, I'm hoping this is a flip of the other Suicide Squad, because when I saw the first Suicide Squad, I'm like, oh my god, that trailer's amazing! And then I saw the film, I'm like, not much. I'm watching the trailer, it's like, this isn't blowing me over, but that might mean it's a really good movie. So I don't know. I'll have to let the characters win me over on their own, I guess.
Yeah. Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. I stand by this statement. Roger Rabbit will go down in history as one of the greatest underappreciated films of all time.
It is and it isn't. Like, it is brought up every once in a while. If you type in Roger Rabbit, like, on YouTube, you'll see all sorts of things you never knew, or why Roger Rabbit was amazing, because there's so much is interesting about the backstory. But it is nice having, a couple videos that talk about why structurally it really, really works. Because I think people think, oh, it's like kids' cartoon characters, so it's for kids, or the bad guy's named Judge Doom, so it's got to be very simple, nothing story. But as we talked about, there really is a lot going on that works, I think.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of social commentary from what was going on in the 40s in there.
Yeah, and even just the way they tell the story is just so clever. So yeah.
Twilight Sky, thank you so much for that 5-month subscription. Welcome back. Appreciate that. Dillbomb, thank you for the 50 bits. Favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movie / role?
God, I had to go through them all. He's done so many.
He was entertaining in Django Unchained.
Yeah, maybe a toss. You know what? I'll actually say The Departed. Because one of
The Departed, yeah.
One of the problems with DiCaprio, and I do like DiCaprio, but it's kind of like Jim Carrey. I usually see a performance. With The Departed, he kind of has to fit in, and he's already a little bit of an outsider, and he's acting tough, and so he kind of doesn't fit in. So I think that kind of works to his advantage in that movie. And then
Wolf of Wall Street was also pretty entertaining.
Oh God, yeah. I always forget about that. Yeah, he's pretty. Whether he's good or bad, he is always entertaining, like always.
Goji John, thank you for the 5-month subscription. Welcome back. Appreciate that. Happy Thursday. Any movie recommendations?
Luca. I really like.
We
I
enjoyed
still have
Luca.
to see that.
It's really we gotta talk after you see it.
I still have to see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying, "Is it about?" And we're just like, "Of course it is." But Pixar, I guess, is saying, "No, it isn't," and we're like, "What the fuck are you talking?" So
sure.
we gotta talk.
Whatever gets you to sleep at night, Disney execs. Okay.
Chorus, thank you for the 50 bits. So, Doug, when Clone Wars Season 7 review, we waiting. Also, what you know about Ahsoka before you watch the Clone Wars, do you know she's Anakin's Padawan, exiled Jedi, etc.?
Well, I mean, it was in the rest of the show, so yes. So either the review for Luca is coming out today, or the review of Season 7 Clone Wars is coming out today. So I don't know which one is going to go live first.
Wayflow is saying it will be out tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Clone Wars. Luca was today.
Okay, there you go. So so you'll know my thoughts tomorrow. I hope people like them. Okay, I do like the season. I like it, but I do say that there's some stuff that kind of rubs me the wrong way. But you'll see in the thing.
I see Farad's in chat too. Greetings from Los Angeles.
Oh,
hi, Farad.
From Los Angeles, Farad.
Well, yeah, because he was seeing the last Conan.
Conan, yeah.
Apparently, yeah. So that's really cool.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Question for all of you. Since Batman crossed over with Fortnite, what comic book characters do you think would fit in a video game franchise in a crossover? I think the Punisher would do incredible in the Borderlands franchise. I mean, I think a lot of different superheroes can work within the world of video games. We've seen it done many times.
Yeah.
If anything, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of who hasn't been.
I want Venom in any Alien or Predator game.
Yeah, actually, just a Maximum.
I want Venom.
Game.
I want Maximum Carnage and Doom. That's what I want.
That'd be cool. I like that.
In case you didn't hear, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago in Awesome Comics and Coffee. Dark Horse is starting to open up their own division of games. So they're starting by making a Hellboy game with some AAA companies. That'll be amazing.
I think Dark Horse has Mask. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where they're going to take that, honestly. Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Question for all of you since... Oh, I just read that. Heather, hello. Yu-Gi-Oh fan, thank you for the 50 bits. Hi guys, great job on the Who Framed Roger Rabbit review. I really love it. Also, I'm sorry if you've already been asked this, but have you seen The Mitchells vs. the Machines on Netflix and Luca on Disney+? And if so, what are your thoughts?
Luca will be going up in a minute, so you can see that. The Mitchells, I thought started off a little slow and a little clumsy, but got really, really good by the end.
I really liked Luca. I haven't seen Mitchells yet. I keep I nearly almost hit it, and then I end up watching something else, but I'll probably get around to it.
Titaniac, thank you for the 100 bits. In your NC Avatar 2009 review, you talked about how unique people and places creates good world building. Amphibia is a great example at both. When you check it out, I believe you'll really enjoy it.
Cool. Yeah. When I do, it'll probably be next year or the year after that, because I'm making room for other shows. But yeah, no, I'd love to check it out.
Framizer, thank you for the 50 bits. Is there a movie you really wanted to review but never have had time to do it?
I mean, I got a whole list of movies. I mean, yeah, just all the ones on the list. I just haven't had time yet, but hopefully I will get time to do them.
Big Jack Films, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey guys, I'm here early. Just finished up my Captain Phoebus cosplay from Hunchback. Now onto the Phantom of the Opera. Question, Doug, is the current cameras you use on NC Doug? Also, thoughts on the IMAX previews for Jurassic World Dominion?
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I mean, the last couple of Jurassic Worlds haven't won me over, so I'm not super excited. But
I can say the last one in particular didn't win me over.
Yeah.
And I misread the first question. Yeah, what cameras do you use for the NC?
Here, hold on. Because I never remember. I do have it right here. It is a Canon XA25 HD. There's all the info right there. So it's that.
Yeah, cool. The Sly Fox, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey guys, off the top of your head, top 5 worst movies you've ever reviewed for the NC?
Garbage
Pail Kids,
Cat in the
Hat. I don't know if I'd say they're the worst, but Mamma Mia I really didn't like. Gem and the Holograms I really didn't like. Master of Disguise was just...
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Green Lantern was really bad because of how boring it was and ugly it was to look at.
Green Lantern was bad. Mask 2, or Son of the
Mask. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, those are good.
Nutcracker 3D was just...
Oh, yeah! Oh, wow.
I'm not sure. That was so fascinatingly bad, though. I'm not, like... Kangaroo Jack, I... honestly was so... It had Christopher Walken in it. I'm not sure I'd put that in the top 5.
No, I'll say Nutcracker 3D is one of them, too, because it was stupid on top of being insulting, you know? If it at least had some clever, cynical edge, but no, it's just dumb also, so, yeah.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 81 bits. Doug, will you also be doing a future NC review of more underrated animated films like The Rescuers Down Under or The Great Mouse Detective or other non-Disney films?
I like both those movies.
I was talking about maybe doing An American Tail because I think...
It'd be so dark till the end.
Well, but on top of that, a lot of kids, I know I do, when I was a kid, I missed the whole idea of, like, immigrants and stuff like that.
You didn't know what an anti-Jewish pogrom was in Russia, you mean?
Weird, right? Yeah, being 8. So, I don't know. That'd be interesting to talk about. And yeah, it is just fun seeing this cute, cuddly little mouse just get shit on throughout the whole movie until the end.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. What if someone proposed an idea for a Roger Rabbit prequel? The idea would be to show the connection between Eddie and his brother, and the film ends with his tragic death leading into Roger Rabbit.
I also thought it'd be cool if there was like a backstory to Judge Doom. Also, like, what kind of tune is he? Would be interesting.
Yeah, we never see. We were joking that he's like screwy squirrel. Well, I would say he's screwy squirrel, and then like he pops on that's like a robot suit, so he's actually really small.
Yeah, he's actually like a little tiny cartoon in there, but he's got like the long arms.
Kind of like Men in Black, where you have the alien in the the head. And
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Question for all of you. If Batman's parents were alive, would you honestly think they would approve of Catwoman dating their son?
Well, would they know she's Catwoman?
Right, they would just see Selena Kyle, and Selena Kyle's probably
knowing their background, they might have been like, really? The secretary? Okay.
But would they even like meet? I mean, because he wouldn't be Batman and probably wouldn't meet Catwoman.
Would they have died by the time he's in his 30s as Batman? Like
the Dark Transcription. No, I don't know.
Cameron Blythe, thank you for the 50 bits. Love your Roger Rabbit review. Just rewatched the movie, and it's still in my top 10 favorite movies. Judge Doom gave me nightmares as a kid.
That was one of the scenes where I was a kid. I had to close my eyes.
It bothered me. no,
you
it was
you
when
may
he,
be a little older.
it was
know.
the first time. Now, the first time I saw it, what bothered me, what really like maybe I was like, oh my God, was when he gets crushed by the steamroller.
Yeah,
Because I didn't
that
know he was a goddamn tune. And that terrified me because I was like, that was graphic.
It's
till
a
you
good
figure it
effect,
out.
yeah.
But after that, yeah, that did. Maybe it's just because after the steamroller thing, I was just like, so my mind already was just shot. But yeah, no, Judge Doom never bothered me.
Homecoming Hero, thank you for the 50 bits. First off, just wanted to say somber night, as it is Conan's last episode tonight, which feels like the end of an era. An important question for Doug. When will the DoorDash and MeUndies door make it into the MCU, or at least a gritty Netflix or Hulu show?
Begin the letter writing campaign, and we can make this happen.
Let's do it.
Bowser Rules, thank you for the 50 bits. Love y'all. Question for y'all. How would you guys feel if you guys were in Toontown, and who would you hang with?
Yeah, well, I mean, they'd all be cartoons from the 40s, right? So, I don't know, Popeye would be cool, because he could be like the bodyguard.
I have a confession to make. Toontown just looks awful to me. I'm like, I would be like Eddie when he first went in there. I'd be like, my eyes, and this damn song, and like it would definitely be too much for me. So
Toontown would be a good place to visit.
I don't even know if I want to do that. It's just so like the yellow and the oranges. It's so ugly to me. Like it was entertaining in the movie, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. I know how badly you want to review The Greatest Showman. How about a Disney December?
I guess it's Fox, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I feel like we can do it for a Nostalgia Critic at some point. We just gotta space them out, especially because when we do Cats, that's gonna be a musical too. So we just want to play them a little safe. But we'll get to it at some point. It's too funny not to.
Chorus, thank you for the 50 bits to all of you. Did you watch Justice League Unlimited? It was my first contact with DC besides Batman. I love many C-list heroes, like Buster Gold. He's episode when everyone fight with monster and he close back black hole in some alley and nobody knew about it. It was pure gold.
I did. It was a little past my time. I think like everyone else did. Like, didn't you, Heather? Or,
I watched bits and pieces of it. Walter would be a good person to ask
Walter,
about.
I think
Justice
Tamara
League
watched
Unlimited.
it too. Yeah. So we got a fair amount of people that did.
Actually, super quickly, Luke the Boss, exactly. My kind of Toontown would be Cool World. I'd live there easily.
Dillbomb, thank you for the 50 bits. Really liked your Roger Rabbit review. Would you ever consider doing a Back to the Future month in the future? No pun intended.
You know, so here's the dirty secret. I respect the hell out of those movies. And every time I see them, especially the first one, I notice something new. It is one of those really great films that way. For whatever reason, I didn't get into it as much as like Roger Rabbit or Batman or a lot of other nostalgic ones, even though I do really like it. So I feel like if I'm going to talk about something like that, I have to have a mad passion for it. Like my favorite out of those, for whatever reason, is the third one. That's the one everybody hates. So
I mean, my favorite's the first, but then I like the third, and my least favorite is the second. Though I respect the hell out of it. I respect it. I'm just kind of. I kind of feel like I'm watching the same movie again, just from a different angle. And I'm like, visually, it's not as interesting after they get out of the future. So,
semi-ironic. Thank you for the 50 bits. Any plans to review Jaws or Jaws 2?
That's another one of those where everything that can be said about it is said, and I don't think I can add anything that new. So
Jaws 3 and 4 are the worst of them.
Yeah.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Question for all of you. After the Loki series, what DC villain do you think should have their own TV show that hasn't gotten much shine? For me, it's a tie between Riddler and Calendar Man.
Actually, Riddler would be kind of cool.
I know it might be a little overdone, but like Mr. Freeze has a really interesting backstory. So I think there could really be an interesting series or movie or something done with Mr. Freeze.
I want Clock King. Because it's just like the most boring idea where it's like, you're 5 minutes late. Tum tum tum. Like, I just want to see that.
Actually, I love the Clock King. I don't know if I could see a show on him, but like at least in the animated series, I thought
it's like Mission Impossible. Every episode, it's like, you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna be on time. How is he gonna do it?
WWE, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey Doug, because November is usually when you do the commercial special, and seeing that that's when Ghostbusters Afterlife will be released, could you do the Extreme Ghostbusters action figures and Ghostbusters cereal and Ghostbusters pasta commercials?
Didn't even know they had commercials. I'll look into it.
Framizer, thank you for the 50 bits. Have you ever thought of reviewing Tower of Terror with Steve Guttenberg and Kristen Dunst?
I have tried 3 times to watch that movie all the way through, and something wrong has always happened or gotten in the way and stuff. And what sucks is I actually like it every time.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. But for whatever reason, I can never finish it off. So I forget if I have it on the list this year. I forget if the DVD is hard to find. I don't know, because we need clips of it. So hopefully, because I want to finish it out. Because what I saw, I actually really, really enjoyed.
Bernsey, thank you for the 50 bits. Showtime created a TV series called Your Honor starring Bryan Cranston. It's available on iTunes if you guys are interested.
All right.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. How long did it take to clean up the mess? You shit yourself pretty bad in your Roger Rabbit review.
The mess around the room wasn't too bad. Just getting out of those pants was very tricky.
Ew, it crusted over.
Alex the Animator, thank you for the 50 bits.
All of you are thinking about right now, aren't you?
I mean, this is unpleasant, Doug. Very unpleasant. Alex the Animator, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, I was thinking back to that funny ending of your NC review of the Angry Video Game Nerd movie when you were just about to announce a Nostalgia Critic movie only to have the nerd cut you off. Now, just out of curiosity, have you ever considered doing an actual Nostalgia Critic movie someday?
No, movies are very difficult to do, and they have to be something you have a die-hard passion or a really good idea for. And I don't have one for Nostalgia Critic. And on top of that, every script I found out I've ever written that, like, oh, this is going to become something, is usually either made at the same time I'm writing it or comes out shortly after I'm done writing it. Which is good, because you want these ideas to be out there. But it's also one of those things where I'm like, okay, if I do something, it's got to be something really nobody else is thinking of. So I don't know what that is. But yeah, right now I'm working on a little side project, like I said, that involves a lot of drawing. So I'm putting a lot of my side energy on that.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug and Rob, are there any Owen Wilson movies that you want to do a review of?
I mean, we did The Haunting. That was really terrible. I don't know if there's any, like, I genuinely like him.
Yeah, I like.
I'm trying to think of a movie that's really bad that he's in that I. What?
Armageddon. Yeah, I was gonna hit the plane over there.
Yeah.
He dies.
Oh, is Owen Wilson in Armageddon?
Oh,
I forgot about that.
I thought you were referencing that plane sound, and I was just like,
"Oh no,
Armageddon is happening over there."
We got people doing yard work and back.
Of course.
I can. Yeah, I'll mute it. They
Okay.
shouldn't be too long.
Yeah, okay. Armageddon, maybe.
Bernsey, thank you for the 50 bits. Have you guys seen the trailer for the upcoming movie Karen? It's such an obvious paint-by-number and scripted checklist movie. I'm hoping Ryan George at pitch meetings has a failed day with it.
I have not.
I haven't even heard of it.
Oh, I actually thought it was a parody trailer when I first saw it, because it is about an African-American family that moves into a predominantly white neighborhood, and it's kind of like a horror. It's pitched as like a horror movie where like this Karen across the street or next door, whose name is actually literally Karen, does everything she can to like scare them out of the neighborhood.
Okay, I'm seeing all these little YouTube thumbnails just going, what the fuck? Well, I gotta check it out after this thing, because that sounds funny.
Horace, thank you for the 50 bits. So, Doug, because you reviewed Bakshi Lord of the Rings, maybe it's time for animated Return to the King. You never speak what you think about it. I love Orc Song, and the Nazgul King has a voice of Starscream mixed with Cobra Commander and Skeletor.
Yes, I like that movie. I don't like all the songs. Some of them are really lame, but I actually do enjoy that movie.
Although, and the terrible secret is, I really like the song Where There's a Whip, There's a Way. It's totally pointless. You don't need it, but it's really catchy. I don't know. Maybe. I might. We'll see. I think I put it down on the list because I literally haven't seen it since I was like, I don't know, 12, 13, something like that. So
Cameron, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, ever thought about doing an old versus new between the animated and live action versions of Charlotte's Web?
yeah, a lot of people ask for that, and I had on the list for a while, but because they do take so much time, and I don't love either of those. That I mean, like they're fine for what they are, but I don't get that into them. All I'd be thinking is I'd rather, spend my time on something I'm really passionate about. So probably not.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Which Kingdom Hearts villain do you like more? Ansem from Kingdom Hearts 1 or Xemnas from Kingdom Hearts 2?
Uh, God, Xemnas has a little bit more personality, but Ansem is Billy fucking Zane, man. I mean, come on.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. What's an anime that started off really goofy but got bad as it went along? Oh, maybe they meant really good because it says goof, but I just assumed.
Gotcha. Really good, but got bad.
I mean, not to be that person, but a lot of the like Shonen Jump ones, like the first couple of seasons of Bleach, awesome. Then you start getting into fillers and shit.
the Banto, that Banto subline sucked ass.
Yeah, there's just so many of those Shonen Jump shows that go on for too long. Where like the first 3 seasons, awesome, and then it's like, okay, oh, now this is just a chore. All right.
No, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one because I don't watch them as much, and anytime I do, Rob's like, watch this one. It's good. So they're usually good all the way through. So
I'd say like Sword Art Online was one where I enjoyed the first story arc, and then the second story arc sucked, and then the third one was okay, and then the fourth one sucked. So that one was all over the place. But I'd say Bleach is a really good example. Like, and that happens a lot when my friends and I watch anime. We'll get halfway through a show and we're like, all right, we're done. Like, this is just never going to end.
Taylor with Ty, thank you for the 100 bits. Here's a fun fact about Fantasia. The animators modeled elements of the sorcerer off of Walt Disney. The name of the sorcerer is Yensid, which is Disney spelled backwards.
Yeah, no, I did hear that. And I
shows you what the animators thought of him.
Well, and
get back to work, Mickey.
Well, another funny thing is that's the first time Mickey was with a human being in something, and when they were making the short, they said, "So, Walt, how tall is Mickey? Is he life size?" And he goes, "Oh, about that big." And they're like, "Do it again." "Oh, about that big." And they went and they measured it real fast, and so it was like, "Okay, got it." And that's what they worked with, But they never really talked about it. Like, well, how big? Is he the size of a mouse? Is he the size of a human being? And it was just going off of Walt going, like that.
Titaniac, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, how about Nostalgiaween for Coraline? I know you probably think you couldn't add anything new to it, but I love that movie too much to not want to hear your critical thoughts regardless. Just an idea.
I would maybe rather do Paranorman. Because I don't think that one gets as much love as Coraline.
Yeah, I mean
they're all good.
For laughs, I feel like Nightmare Before Christmas, you could get more jokes out of them because some of the line reads and stuff are fun, and you can sort of make fun of how the worlds work and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I have to see what I have planned for Nostalgiaween because I only have 1 or 2 planned. I'm like, yeah, I should probably look at what's coming up.
Reeves family, thank you for the 50 bits. Are you sad to hear that Blue Sky Studio is now gone?
Darn. They must have done something good. I shouldn't be.
Let me put it this way. I'm always sad when a company goes under because people lose their jobs or have to move, or even if they don't lose their jobs, they get shoved around. And so that makes me sad. Artistically, this is not the end of the world. If that makes any sense.
Oh, they did do, it says here anyway, if I'm reading this right, they did Spies in Disguise, and I did really like that one. So there's that.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug and Rob, what if Disney and or Warner Bros. Decided to pull the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit from airing because they didn't want their IP characters being seen together anymore?
I said, fuck you!
Yeah, they can go fuck themselves. That's what I'd say.
That's when we say we need to have physical media, not always streaming.
Yeah.
Adam Grunter, thank you for the 50 bits. What is the worst part of Osmosis Jones for you? For me, it's the restaurant scene. I know Bill Murray's character is a slob, but who just puts their bare foot on a table in front of their daughter?
Yeah, or the scene where he's just
Most of
whining,
his scene,
like,
yeah.
yeah, on the couch. And man, what are you doing what are you doing wrong when you make the Bill Murray scenes the worst part of the movie? Like,
Yeah,
that takes
because
talent.
I kind of enjoyed Chris Rock and the whole inside the body aspect of it. And then when it would cut to outside the body, I'm like, oh my God, can we get back to the animation, please?
Sergeant Dogdirt, thank you for the 100 bits. We've seen Ghostbusters crossover with TMNT and Transformers. Who should they cross with next? I pick Nightmare on Elm Street.
Or
The Ewok Adventures.
clearly, the Ewok Adventures and Batman together. Clearly.
At last.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 50 bits. At first, I was okay with the Borderlands casting, Gina Gerson as Mad Moxie, until the casting Kevin Hart as Roland, who is a foot taller than Tiny Tina. By the way, Heather, Borderlands is on Game Pass. That's awesome, because I really do want to play the Borderlands games before the movie comes out. I have a lot of hope for the Borderlands movie. I don't know, it's probably just unfounded optimism, but let's get a good video game movie in there, all right? That isn't just Detective Pikachu or Sonic. Let's go get them. Adam Grunter, thank you for the 50 bits. What is Bill Murray's worst performance for you?
Boy, I think we just said it. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we just said it. I'm trying to think of one I hated more. I hate What About Bob, but I respect kind of what he's doing in that movie, so I'm not even sure that would count. It's God, yeah, it's probably Osmosis Jones. I just can't stand that
Or
performance.
the baby scenes in Ghostbusters 2. Just those scenes. Come on.
Yeah. Like, please don't do this to Peter Venkman.
Teja Payne, thank you for the 50 bits. Would you ever make a positive review of Kung Fu Panda?
You know, I've been toying with that in my head, doing like the Kung Fu Panda movies, because I do really like
I kind of want to do the second one too, because I really like the second one a lot.
I want to do all of them because I really do like them. I don't know how, again, to make it that interesting. I'll get back to you on that.
Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. Frozone, the story of the cool brother to the director of a team of space wizards with colorful swords.
Go, make it happen.
Anonymous, thank you for those 100 bits. Appreciate that. Cameron, thank you for the 111 bits. Hey guys, who do you think should play MCU Wolverine?
I mean, I don't know. Sort of do like what they did with Hugh Jackman. Just get an unknown. I think.
Yeah. Go to Broadway. That's apparently where we get our Wolverines from.
Framizer, thank you for the 50 bits. My prediction for the twist in Old, it's aliens sucking the youth out of them. What do you think the twist will be?
It's gonna be something where they get old, but then like they're brought back to life. And not brought back to life, but like they begin a new life, kind of like the ending of 2001, because everything has to be symbolic with him. And so they're not afraid of getting old, and then they start a new life, and it's beautiful. But maybe they're still on the island, they're gonna get old, so there's some sort of little twist. I don't know, something like that.
I think there is gonna be no twist. I think they just get old and they die, and people are like, oh my God, there was no twist. That was the twist.
Dragon's Toy, thank you for the 69 bits. Have you guys seen The Dead Don't Die? The return of funny Bill Murray is a joy, and seeing him in a zombie comedy with Adam Drive, Tilda Swinton, and Tom Waits, just chef's kiss.
You know,
Oh, I'll check it out. That sounds kind of like fun.
I heard it's bad.
Oh, really?
It's by a director.
I haven't seen it.
It's by a director I'm not a big fan of. I forget his name, but every time I say it, I mean, this is the I am artiste kind of director, and everyone said the film has like that vibe. But to be fair, I haven't seen it, and that's a great cast. It's a great cast to be in the zombie movie, so I should give it a chance. I am a little
Dragon's Toy 76 is like, no, it's fun.
No, I mean, I could be totally wrong. I should give it a chance, honestly, because that is a lot of people I like in a scenario I like. So I'll try to give it a chance.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug and Rob, you should review the Jet Li movie called The One. It also deals with multiverse. It's where an evil version of Jet Li goes to a different universe and killing the other versions to gain power, and the final good version has to stop him. It's really good.
You know, it's funny because I was thinking, well, I know this one line from the movie, and I realized it's not from that. It's from Romeo is Dead. But there's in that film, the tagline they had, it's like, whoa, Keen, am I going
What
on
are
Gucci?
you doing, Doug?
Yeah,
What
what
did you
is
do?
that?
I shouldn't have water, man. I shouldn't have water.
I
What is happening?
have no idea what's
Doug and the
happening.
amazing Technicolor T-shirt.
Doug, I have no idea what's going on right now.
Mr.
going?
Anderson.
I
It's
don't know.
getting worse.
It's getting worse. What the fuck? What? See what happens if I do this?
Your arm, put it in front of your shirt. Your arm was just glitching in front of your shirt, and it was like staying there.
Doug, did you take the red pill or the green pill?
I don't know. I think I took them both at the same time.
It's Toontown.
Wow.
Forget it. It's Toontown.
I have no idea what's happening right now, Doug.
Does it help if I move it? Probably not.
It's like it can't figure out the lighting situation.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's only on you.
Yeah, it's only on me. The rest is okay.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing.
Do you want to try and bring me back in? Would that do something, or?
I mean, you can probably leave and then come back if you want to, see if that helps.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Or like turn your camera off and turn it back on.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, cool.
Let me try leaving Skype. I'll come right back. Let me
Okay,
try that
great.
real quick. Give me 1 second here.
Great. Love it. Well, Rob,
Phew.
it's
I thought
just
he'd never
us.
leave.
I think we're alone now. Oh, Doug's
better?
Just
back.
the two of us. God damn it.
Does it look better?
Yeah, you're not glitching out anymore, so
Okay.
Yep.
That's a plus.
yeah.
Well,
there
now
we
we
go.
can be like the Brady Bunch. Look up at you, Rob.
Yeah, isn't that nice? Wonderful. Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. Just noticed you posted your review of Luca. Excited to check it out once the video's over.
Yeah, I mean, spoiler, I really like it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Yeah, for the first 5 minutes is a little but after that, I think it's pretty damn solid.
I liked how small it was. It did
Yeah.
not need that giant epic, like a lot of those Pixar Disney movies, like we must be epic, and this one's like, nope, we're gonna be small.
Taylor with Ty, thank you for the 100 bits. How come you guys never got the real Ralph Bashki on your show? You managed to get Don Bluth. How come not Bashki?
You know, we did. He said he's
old.
a fan, but he's just like, he's old, man. And they're like, yeah, he doesn't travel that much anymore. You know, I mean, he's really up there and stuff, but he's like, you know, but he's a fan. He loves you guys and everything. So we're just like, all right, that's cool.
Sage of Pain, thank you for the 50 bits. As you've been reading on the other Kingdom Hearts game stories, has there been any stuff you would be genuinely curious to see in a playthrough proper?
You know that I forget what it's called, but that graveyard of like keyblades.
I'm pretty sure it's just the Keyblade Graveyard.
Okay, there you go. I might want to check that out. So I did see a sum up video, but I'm probably gonna watch another one tomorrow, like one that actually has like clips and stuff like that. You know, if anything, just to brush up again, because it's a lot. But that was the one thing where they just had a skimpy little drawing of it. And I was like, oh, I thought that looks fucking cool. So I'll go and see if I can watch one that has like, you know, clips from the game.
Cool. Bernsey, thank you for the 50 bits. Any thoughts on Jeff Bezos, Amazon creating the Silmarillion TV series?
Ask him, man. He knows more about that.
I don't know much about it. That's the thing.
Well, no, you know about the Silmarillion, though.
Well, yeah, I love the Silmarillion, but it depends what stories he's telling, because like that's thousands of years of history, and some are better than others.
Yeah.
I really want to see Baron and Luthien. I'd love to see like the early wars. Some of the Second Age stuff doesn't interest me much outside of Numenor, so I don't know. It really just depends what they're doing. So we'll see.
Cameron Blythe, thank you for the 50 bits. Recently watched the movie Dead Don't Die, and I found it to be boring. It's a zombie movie with Bill Murray and Adam Drive.
Adam Drive. Always Adam Drive.
Oh, poor Dragon's Toy.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug and Rob, will you do a career dive for Owen Wilson?
Wow. I'm not gonna be doing career dives for a while, man. And the only reason is
That last one just. Whoop.
yeah. Well, I mean, and they never did that great anyway. But so we were trying something a little different. And the views aren't as important, but we do have sponsors who pay, a fair amount, and we really want to make sure they're getting their money's worth.
Gotta make sure they're happy.
Yeah, so it's not like we need one's gonna hit it out of the park every time, but we still want them to get their money's worth. So even my boss was saying, I'll let you know ahead of time when we don't have ones with sponsors, so you can try different stuff and everything. I'm like, it's really all right. I will say this: I did the 3 I really want to do. That was Jim Carrey, Danny DeVito, and Julie Taymor. Those were like the top 3 I really wanted. For whatever reason, those are the 3 I really wanted to do. So I might do 1 or 2 here or there, but yeah, I'm not gonna waste on Owen Wilson.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 50 bits. I want a Space Jam with Trae Young instead of LeBron.
Don't we all?
Taja Payne, thank you for the 50 bits. Rob, as a Tolkien fan, did you ever read the Unfinished Stories collection? And were there any stories you wish could have maybe gotten an adaptation?
Yeah, God, there's so many of them. I think Tour Coming to Gondolin, just because like Gondolin I thought was like a really interesting setting. It's like this big elvish city that would probably look a little like Minas Tirith in this valley. I think some of them, like the Children of Hurin, I think became its own book that Christopher Tolkien edited. So I'd love to see some like Numenor stuff too, because that's like a big Atlantis tale in Tolkien's mythology. So yeah, I'd love to see any of those.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. Remember me, Douglas. When I killed your brother, I talked just like this. There you go. Yeah, sorry.
I had to,
but I'm still here.
So I like what somebody said, because Tamara was out of town for this review. So somebody said, "Remember me, Malcolm? When I killed Tamara, I talked like this."
Gotcha.
But no, she is back, and she's gonna be in the next review, so don't worry about that.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 150 bits. I know this may be a difficult task, but I would love for you guys to try for a fanscription for James Cameron Terminator 3. Maybe grab some elements from other films that you do like, up the ante to be greater or equally great as T2.
We did. It's called Dark Fate. James Cameron did it. It was,
Man.
You know what I like to see?
We could try.
I'm not cool to look up James Cameron Spider-Man. That'd be kind of cool, like a fanscription for that.
That'd be interesting. Terminator 3 would be interesting. That's tough though, because Terminator 2 is perfect, and I wouldn't want to make a sequel to it. So we'll see.
Alex the Animator, thank you for the 50 bits. I have a good idea for Career Drive, Robbie Rust. I would love to see you talk about him and how he went from playing the notorious cousin Oliver in the Brady Bunch to being a more respected voice actor who even lent his voice to the angry video game nerd movie.
Yes, okay. He's had a fascinating career there, hasn't he? He was gonna be in the crossover we did for the Ninja Turtles movie, but something came up. He was actually going to be the Santa Christ role. That's why, we had Santa Christ there, but I don't think we ever actually say Santa Christ in it, because we're like, we don't know who we're going to be looking at, because we didn't know if he could make it or not. So we were like, okay, we'll shoot Santa Christ just in case he can't. It's a good thing we did, because he couldn't. But he's apparently a really cool guy.
Lupin the Third, thank you for the 100 bits. Judge Doom got blipped today. Dipped. Why did my brain read that as dlipped? Sorry. Dipped.
I was dipped today.
They call it the dip.
Titaniac, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, I'm thinking about watching Troll 2. Is it as entertainingly bad as they all say? P.S. Could be good for Nostalgiaween.
So first of all, everyone has done Troll 2. I don't think there's anything I can add to it. And again, here's another dirty little secret. I've never seen it all the way through. But it's one of those where I've seen all... I have probably just out of order and in snippets, because someone's always watching it or talking about it or something like that. So, what I saw was pretty damn funny. So I think you'll have a good time.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Question for all of you. If you met an alternate universe of yourself, that's the opposite sex, what about their life would you ask him or her?
What's it like still having a beard?
Oof.
I
Jock,
can't top that.
Yeah, right.
Just go with that.
Jocks Cab, thank you for the 50 bits. I'm a little late for the stream, but no harm done. First thing I'll say is keep the beer around tomorrow. There's plenty more Sora Donald Goofy.
Oh, good. I have my favorite beer I'm going to have tomorrow, so that'll be really nice.
Fernsey, thank you for the 50 bits. Harrison Ford was injured on the set of Indiana Jones 5. I guess he just didn't make it to the refrigerator in time.
Maybe he got fridged. That's the problem.
Quick, bring him the bring him the cup, bring him the Holy Grail. Okay, feel better. Up. Yeah, he's also really old, and it's I don't know if he should be doing another one, but maybe I'll be wrong.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. It sucks that Roger Rabbit doesn't get the love it deserves. The Disney Renaissance is curse and a blessing for starting only a year later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, but here's the thing. Whenever you mention it, nobody ever goes, what? Who? They all know it. So I think that's good. But I think there is kind of this taking it for granted element to it, which is why it was so nice to do a video that just looks so closely at a lot of that cool stuff.
Pat and Soa, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, everyone. Did any of you watch Sons of Anarchy? And if so, what did you think? One of my favorite Ron Perlman roles.
No, I heard it's good.
Titaniac, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, the live-action Peter Pan 2003 made by Universal is my favorite version of all time. Would love a Nostalgia Critic review.
Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. Some stuff is really great in it, and other stuff I'm like, oh, that's a shame. But it's no Pan. Hey, maybe that'll be the next one I do because everyone asked me to do that movie, and I haven't seen it, but I hear it's insane. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will. It'd be interesting to talk about, actually.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 100 bits. So, Doug and Rob, glad y'all are sitting down for this because I have a very serious question. Has Doug seen A Silent Voice yet? I'll keep on waiting if you haven't. If you have, what did you think?
I think we're planning for tomorrow watching it,
yes.
Correct? Yeah. So we're looking
really
at
just want to get this over with at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a little extra time tomorrow, so we're going to try and watch it then.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Question for all of you. What do you think will happen to Loki by the end of the season? Without spoilers.
Oh, what they always do. They'll think, oh, he's turned bad, but he really hasn't. Something wins him over, and they'll be like, oh,
but then he's kind of bad again, and they.
But then he'll escape, and oh, he's gonna Loki somewhere else and still be kind of bad, but mostly good. Like most Disney villains that they want to still market now, they have to be kind of good, or mostly good, I should say.
Lupin the Nerd, thank you for the 50 bits. Hi, it's been a while. I wanted if you have any suggestions for people like myself that want to mail video. Every time I record my voice for reading my scripts, I always stumble. The results are usually what I'm not expecting, and I spend a lot of times, too much time, on a single line of dialogue. Any tips on voice recording or other stuff regarding making videos?
Getting a good mic, of course, would help. Having a lot of having a room that has a lot of stuff, or even just a lot of sound foam to absorb, any echo or something like that is good. But I mean, honestly, just practice.
Just practice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, both Heather and I.
Sucks. It's the answer nobody wants to hear, but.
Yeah. I mean, Heather and I can tell you. I mean, I've never been diagnosed with dyslexia, but
yeah.
I mean, it's pretty clear I have it.
Right.
Even when we're recording and I'm reading a line, I have to say it several times before I get it right, and then I have to do other takes because I want a variety. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. So but the more you do it, the better you get at it. So yeah, I mean, that really is it. Just practice.
And be okay with mistakes. Like, Doug doesn't just sit down and record a Nostalgia Critic in 15 minutes. No. Everything that you see on our videos are multiple takes over multiple hours. You're not gonna sit down, do it one time, and do it perfect. You're just not. Spotlight, thank you for the 50 bits. Hello to all of you. It's been 3 months since I was last here. Well, welcome back. Dark Toons recommendations, 2 from Courage the Cowardly Dog, Spirit of the Harvest Moon, and The Remembrance of Courage Past, and the SpongeBob episode Rock Bottom.
I think I have Rock Bottom on the list. Yeah, I did a post on Facebook for Courage episodes, and that Moon one I think kept coming up. So that'll probably be on there.
Game King, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen any of the other Kingdom Hearts content yet? Because if you're going to play 3, you're just going to get confused.
Oh yeah. No, I watched one of those summary videos, which was very funny. I'm gonna watch another one because it is so much, and I think I need a refresher of it. But the big thing I was telling Heather is that a lot of it seems to be around. What helps is knowing that majority of the characters are like one of 3 characters. They're either a variation of Sora, a variation of Ansem, or a variation of Xehanort. How do you say it?
Xehanort.
Okay, yeah, Xehanort. So that helps. That helps simplify stuff a little bit. You know, the rest is time traveling, or this heart went to this character. It's a variation of that character, so that helps. But yeah, I am gonna watch probably another video to brush up on it because it is a lot.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, for tomorrow night, will we be eating sea salt ice cream? We will not. I'm sorry.
Well, we are gonna look into it though.
Yeah, and I know you guys sent
trying to
me
get some
wonderful
good
videos about how to make it at home, and it didn't work out this time. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I feel like it's gotta be someplace we can order it or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Question for all of you. Is there an interesting fact you found out about the development of a game during or after playing it? For me, I found out that the developer of Batman Arkham Knight currently has a fear of bats while designing the game. I bet even more so with the Man-Bat jump scares. Fuck those Man-Bat jump scares, my god. Sorry, those got me so good in that game.
I think the making of E.T. is actually really fascinating.
Yeah. I know the development of, what was it, Link's Adventure, the Game Boy Link to the Past sequel was interesting because, like, I think it was done kind of on the side, and, like, they were just like, we just want to make a sequel to Link to the Past, and Nintendo's like, well, I don't know. And then they just kind of did it. So that one, Majora's Mask, too, was another one because they just reskinned a lot of things, and it's such a bizarre mechanic in that game. So, I don't know. Heather, you play more video games. You got any?
No, not really, because I don't really look into, like, development stuff. The most recent interesting one I already see people talking about in chat is the Frozen World in Kingdom Hearts 3, but when you get there, Doug, we can talk about that. That is an interesting story behind it. Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. What is your favorite comic book show that you've seen as of recently?
Doom Patrol and the Boys.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I think it's Doom Patrol. Yeah.
Doxcab, thank you for the 50 bits. On the subject of crossovers, have you guys heard about the Scooby-Doo and Courage the Cowardly Dog crossover movie coming out in September? My hype levels are insufficient. Are sufficient for it.
I've heard about it. I haven't seen the trailer yet, so I'm going to try and check that out after this.
Bernsey, thank you for the 50 bits. I'd be interested in seeing Lobo, DC, in Grim Dawn. He's an insane bounty hunter. Am I the only one who remembers Lobo? No, for sure. Lobo's a huge...
I got him right there, man. Yeah.
You're definitely not the only person who remembers him.
No, and somebody said, so Devil Boner is essentially just, variation of Lobo, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess he is pretty similar to that, isn't he? So, yeah, I feel like he works his way into my mind without even thinking about it.
Lupin the Nerd, thank you for the 50 bits. Always me, I'm glad you enjoyed Luca. Did it spark your interest in visiting my country, Italy? We have Terry Gilliam here that is presenting a festival in a few weeks. Speaking of which, Doug, don't give up on Career Dive until you do a Gilliam episode. Won't let you kill the series. Bye for now, good night.
Doug was born in Napoli, just so you know.
I was gonna say, I've kind of been there already, but I don't remember any of it. No, that's that's someplace actually I should go back to and visit, because again, I have no memory of it. And everyone says the scenery and the artwork and everything is just phenomenal. So I will someday.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. Could you tell us a few other things you're reviewing for Disneycember besides Clone Wars, DuckTales, and Kingdom Hearts? That's a lot of information y'all already have.
Yeah. I mean, the Tangled show, I haven't started yet. I'm doing DuckTales right now, but that'll be one. I don't know. I mean, the movies come out this year, like Jungle Cruise and Cruella and stuff. I do little sum-ups of those as well. So, I don't know. They're Mar's coming. You'll see.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. How would you rank the three main characters of the Jurassic Park movies? Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, and Chris Pratt, from best to worst.
I don't know, I think you kinda
Goldblum,
listed- Oh, no.
Goldblum, Neil, and then Chris Pratt. I don't hate Chris Pratt, but I like Sam Neill and Goldblum more.
Oh, you like Goldblum more than Sam Neill, really?
Well, in that movie, yeah, I think he's hilarious.
Okay, but like Lost World as a main character, they said.
Oh, as a main character? No, shit.
Right, yeah,
Sam
probably Sam Neill, Pratt, and
Pratt, yeah. No, Goldblum's best as a side character.
Yeah.
Sorry, I misunderstood the question.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug and Rob, after what happened with Cyborg actor and Zack Snyder, can any actor trust Warner Brothers?
None of them. Everybody, get out!
I mean,
There's no
it's-
time.
It's a meaningless question because like studios change all the time, so there'll be a new CEO at some point that's completely like a lot of these animated films have all these weird histories. A lot of times what happened was they switched up CEOs. So it's like at any point there'll be a switch up and you're not even in the same studio anymore then.
Quantar, thank you so much for that 10-month subscription. Welcome back. They said, I loved your Roger Rabbit review. I do recommend reading the book. It's very loosely based on. I also see Doug had pretty much the same reaction to Judge Doom that I had when I was a little kid.
Yeah, the book, I saw one of these videos that like sums up the book and talks about the differences, I think, and it's quite different. The climax especially has a genie in it. It's fucking weird.
Prime over 9,000, thank you for the 50 bits. Do you think Deadpool would get captured by the Fox version of the TVA and Ben Stiller would be the one that captures him?
Oh, we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe that'll be the twist.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Which Batman love interest do you like more, Rachel or Vicky Vale? For me, it's
Rachel.
hands down.
Vicky.
Oh, see, I was going to say Vicky Vale, hands down for
Yeah.
me.
That's so funny, yeah, because like, okay, I get Vicky Vale screaming all the time. It's like, yeah, she doesn't do much, but she just feels more like a real person, you know?
Yeah,
where
well, so part of
Rachel-
the problem is which Rachel are we talking about? I kind of like
either
uh,
or. I mean, if
I
she
kind of
gets
like
better, Dark Knight,
the
but-
second one I believed could be an assistant DA more than what's her face in Batman Begins. Katie Holmes I felt was trick or treating. I'm like, I don't believe this for a second.
And they both have some good lines. I'm not gonna say they're bad characters, but yeah, Vicky Vale just felt like a real human being, you know.
I don't know. She's like, she's okay, but she's just kind of a scream machine. You only get her for one movie too. So there was a little more development with Rachel, but I mean, none of them hold a candle to Michelle Pfeiffer. So
Yeah.
Titaniac, thank you for the 100 bits. I've only watched a handful of Mel Gibson movies, but the ones I've seen are amazing. My favorite is Hacksaw Ridge. It's one of the best true story films ever made. What are your thoughts?
I never saw it. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I heard it's very good. But yeah, no, he's good at playing crazy. Weird, huh?
Jockscab, thank you for the 50 bits. Heather, where do you stand on the whole council exclusive debate? Do you think they're hurting the game industry or do you think it's an overblown issue? I mean, I think it's a pretty overblown issue. Like, since the dawn of councils, you've had exclusive games to different systems. It's just a way for them to convince people to buy their system.
I don't even know. Oh, okay. You know, I'm thinking like a council, like a gathering of people. And it's like, oh no,
No,
like a video
game council.
Duh.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you for the 50 bits. So, iCarly is back and the new episodes are amazing so far. Are they?
Cool. I didn't grow up with it,
All right.
so I don't know.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. I've always heard theories that Judge Doom's real form behind the human costume was a toon weasel on stilts. It partly explains why other weasels willingly work for him. Do you think it checks out?
It's
that's
actually
funny.
a female, and it's like Ma Beagle. It's like Ma Weasel. That'd be pretty
Nice.
funny. That's how she get her voice so high pitched.
I could see that.
Taja Payne, thank you for the 50 bits. If DC and Marvel were faced, would there be any characters who you would switch to be part of the other characters' cast? For example, I would make Man-Bat from Batman be a Spider-Man villain.
Oh, I see. I remember there was a crossover a long time ago where like Wolverine and Batman kind of fused, and like Wolverine was like a millionaire, but he still said he's like a I don't know. That just worked way too well, in my opinion. I thought that was kind of cool, if that counts.
We might have to pick things up a little bit. We're
Gotcha,
45
gotcha.
minutes behind.
Gotcha.
Reptile, thank you for the 100 bits. I was curious on your thoughts on Willow and if you would ever do an NC review of it.
I haven't seen it in years, so I forget if it's good or bad or forgettable. So I really should watch it again.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 100 bits. When did you guys hear the story, or sorry, did you guys hear the theory that Judge Doom's cartoon character would be Pistol Packin' Possum? There's a poster with the character and the long pistol similar to Judge Doom, and he even has red eyes like Doom.
I like that theory.
That's awesome.
And the gun is reflected there too. It's the same gun. Ooh, kind of like that.
Teja Payne, thank you for the 50 bits. So when Jessica Rabbit intro happened, how furiously were your parents giving you eyes?
Oh, that
My dad could care less.
no, even
I think my mom just assumed
she was very
that we were
naive.
too
Like,
young,
they don't know about, but she hated anytime they said a bad word or nice
Yeah.
trap it. Oh, she hated that. She had to really be convinced to let us to see that movie.
She didn't like the booby trap joke either.
Yeah.
Pat and Soa, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm going to a live orchestra show for Nightmare Before Christmas with Mr. Elfman himself conducting. Have you ever been to a show? Sorry, excuse me. Something's in my throat. Have you ever been to a show where the movie on a screen but played music live? Which movie would be your choice?
Yeah, we did. I've done Lord of the Rings, like the Chicago Symphony at Ravinia, and also at Orchestra Hall does it. I did Lord of the Rings, and I did Back to the Future and
Batman
Star Wars: A New Hope. Yeah, I'd love to see Batman, though I don't think Elfman conducts much except for that. But yeah, Batman would be a fun one to see too.
Prime over 9000, thank you for the 50 bits. Would you guys review Gods of Egypt and Cowboys vs. Aliens?
Cowboys versus Aliens is super boring, so I wouldn't do that. Maybe Gods of Egypt. I've only seen bits and pieces, and it was pretty zany, so I might do that one.
Steven Cyril, thank you for the 100 bits. Dinosaurs or dragons? Which side are you on?
Oh, dragons.
Dragons.
Yeah, okay. It's. I mean, come on. It's dinosaurs with wings. And they breathe fire.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. Which film was better in your opinion? Raya and the Last Dragon or Luca? I give my vote to Raya.
Luca.
I'll say.
I liked Raya just fine. So.
I'll say Luca, though I respect a little more what Raya was trying to do. I respect that step a little more, if that makes sense.
Perfect, thank you for the 50 bits. I'm baking caramel slices, then going to work. I know Doug really wanted to know that.
Oh,
My
okay.
life is complete.
Jocks Cab, thank you for the 50 bits. I need to know, Doug, can you chop vegetables, clean the bathroom, and get in fights with Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade? And most importantly, does it also fight back sometimes?
Buy it now. I don't know. I can't think of a clever answer.
Lupin the Nerd, thank you for the 50 bits. Last question before I go, definitely. Usually you do a review defending some movies everyone dislikes or that people are not giving enough credits to some of the elements that movie did good. Has this situation happened to video games as well? I have a ton of pick on my belt, but since here we are pretty normie, I'll go with EA's Battlefront 2. Controversies aside, the new version with all the content ready from the start is actually a fun arcade shooter. Bye, y'all.
Maybe
In an older game, I liked Zelda too.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't know it got a reputation as a bad game. I was just like, oh, really? Like, well, I thought it was really fun. I mean, it's difficult, but it was part of the fun.
Lady Houndoom, thank you for the 300 bits. A message to everyone, don't forget to take breaks. We love you all and want you to feel your best. If you ever need to take personal time, don't feel bad or guilty. Take care of yourselves.
Oh,
Thanks,
Well,
Lady Houndoom.
Speaking about that, I'll be out next week because I've got in-laws in town, and
Oh.
they all want to see the new doggy. So I'm gonna be extra busy.
Wait, which you cannot see her right now because she's afraid of carpet. Apparently, so she won't go there.
we think she was trained not to go on carpet. Whoever owned her originally, but she doesn't like coming upstairs because it's all carpet up here, and that's fine because the loft's the only area we'd let her up here anyway. But no, she's out. My wife's taking her on a walk right now, but she's a half German Shepherd, half Corgi mix.
Precious.
Yes, she is adorable.
Titaniac, thank you for the 100 bits. Here are some ideas I have for March theme months. Toy Story month, Spielberg month, Ice Age month, and Chris Nolan month. Which of these sounds the most interesting?
I definitely want to do a Dark Knight month.
Yeah.
I feel like it's either going to be that or Pirates next year. One of those two.
I want to do Pirates so bad.
Well, maybe we'll do Dark Knight.
After the first two, it's just they're so bad.
Cameron, thank you for the 50 bits. Oh, hey, Doug, can go through some of the KFC commercials for the special. My favorite is when the son and grandpa tussle each other.
I haven't seen that one. I will look it up.
Prime over 9,000, thank you for the 50 bits. Could you review Jared Butler Geostorm?
Boy, that sounds familiar. I will look into it.
Lady Houndoom, thank you for the 400 bits. Another cinema therapy recommendation for you guys. They did a video recently about the first Indiana Jones movie and his adaptability and perseverance. Then they go off in a tangent about how awesome Marion is.
Oh, she is awesome. Yeah, the actress.
Oh,
is
hell
good,
yeah.
Too. Yeah,
I love Karen Allen.
Yeah, I got to talk with her for a bit, and she was really, really cool.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. For an Owen Wilson movies to review, I recommend Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights.
Oh, I saw those. Those are fun.
I like Shanghai Noon. Shanghai Nights isn't as good, but no, I think they're both pretty funny.
Lady Houndoom, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. We appreciate that. I'm just going to go for the prize for most random question for funsies. When you eat cookie dough ice cream, do you eat the dough with the ice cream or separate it to eat it at the end?
I go back and forth.
I was going to
Both
say I
are
do a
pretty
little bit of
delicious.
both.
Yeah, I do a little bit of each too.
The Strider for Life, thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on the Forgotten Realms books? And would you like to see Drizzt Do'Urden animated series?
I don't know if I know what that is. Forgotten
No,
Realms?
yeah, I've not.
I don't know
Let me
Forgotten
see.
Realms, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. Sorry.
Matthew Paul, thank you for the 100 bits. If you were ever to make a Kingdom Hearts parody, which Channel Awesome crew would you cast as any characters? For me, I'd cast Orlando as Ansem, Malcolm as Zemnis, Orlando's Malachite character from Suburban Nights. Honestly, always reminded me of Ansem anyway.
I see that. Yeah, Tamara Sora.
That's
me as
hilarious.
Donald, clearly, my amazing Donald impression. And Rob would be Goofy.
Fantastic.
Oh, you.
Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. Do you guys think a mecha anime with string and choir music in the transformation/combination is epic? If yes, then check out SSSS Dionysion, because it got that. Cool, I've
Okay.
never heard of that one, but I might need to check it
I
out.
like a good transformation sequence.
Taylor Ratai, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen Kubo and the Two Strings?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, I love that movie. It's
Yeah,
one of my
really
favorite
good.
ones, like I did.
Mo, thank you for the 50 bits. Are you going to watch Conan's last late night show tonight? Hail to the Ginger King, baby!
Trying to think where I would even watch it, honestly, because I don't have cable anymore. I mean, I'd like to see it. I'm sure they'll have it like on YouTube or something like that.
I'm
too.
sure they'll run it somewhere digitally.
Yeah.
So. I want to listen to it just so I can see if I can spot Rod's
laugh, yeah.
Titaniac, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, I know you're not the biggest fan of The Sorcerer's Apprentice. I personally find it a lot of fun. The idea of magic and science being one and the same is fascinating and could be done well in a better movie.
Yeah, if you like it, please enjoy it. Well, I
Yeah.
felt like Thor kind of touched on that, but not too much. But yeah, if you like it, please like it.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 50 bits. Here's a great movie for a nostalgia critic, Airplane Mode with Logan Paul. Yes, that's a real movie.
I did not know that. I actually don't know much about Logan Paul, so probably not. I just know everyone hates him.
I'm okay with that, actually.
Strider for Life, thank you for the 100 bits. Speaking of video game movies, have you seen Street Fighter Assassin's Fist? I
Never
don't
even heard of it.
think I have.
No.
No.
Is that one of the animated ones? There's been a couple of the
It
animated
sounds
Street
like-
Fighter movies that I've seen. But I'm not sure if it was that specific one or not. Sorry. Burnsy, thank you for the 50 bits. Oh, also Farad is saying that YouTube TV has the Conan episode tonight. So
Oh, okay.
There
All
you
right,
go.
I'll check that out.
Burnsy, thank you for the 50 bits. Top 10 horrifying scenes in a very good movie. I'm referring to the scene of the reporter getting killed in the movie Hot Fuzz. I know this says lots about how gunplay is not scary anymore in movies, but that piece of the church hitting his head is very shocking as he stumbles around.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I really got freaked out in Superman 3 when that woman got turned into a robot. And it's such a fast scene too, but it's just the way she's like, ah! And just the way the scream kind of stops and the little metal parts are put on her, and so it's just like, I don't, it can't happen, but for some reason it really freaks me out.
Oh, Chad is saying that Street Fighter movie was live action. Then I definitely have not seen it.
Oh, no, I haven't heard of it. Yeah, all right, I'm trying to look it up.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. Kung Fu Panda 2 is my favorite of the trilogy. I love the scene where he's dodging and throwing cannonballs back at Shen. The score is amazing, the tone feels just right, and the message of that scene is incredible.
I
Choose probably
completely
the
agree.
best. Yeah.
Choose my favorite.
Ivocturnal, thank you for the 150 bits. Have any of you seen the anime art film Angel's Egg?
No, but when I put together my like wish list on Amazon or whatever, I look for animes that I might be interested in. And that's one that I'm like, I gotta put on there because I've like read up about it and I'm like, I gotta check this out.
Oh, looks cool, yeah.
Lupin the Third, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, looks like the Keanu Reeves animated movie.
Say again?
Doug looks like the Keanu Reeves animated movie. Oh, that was probably when you were glitching out, like the Matrix.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. MNS Prime, thank you for the 100 bits. An idea of a movie to add to your nostalgia ween. I think you should check out is Igor, featuring John Cusack, Steve Buscemi, Sean Hayes, Molly Shannon, John Cleese, and Jay Leno, to name a few.
I saw it. It was pretty dull.
You had me until Jay Leno.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's probably not. It's just too boring.
Burnsy, thank you for the 50 bits. Seeing Doug in this stream earlier, worst CGI ever.
I'm sorry, they're my own effects and they're not even intentional.
Pat and Soa, thank you for the 50 bits. These bits are for Doug's camera.
Thank you.
We appreciate all of your support in this very trying time that happened for 2 minutes.
In these unusual times.
In these, Dee Mo, thank you. Thank you for the 50 bits. What's a cartoon crossover you're dying to see one day?
I don't know, thinking of Roger Rabbit, I guess like the Looney Tunes and the Disney characters would be kind of neat.
Versus.
Yeah, I don't know. Just seeing them interact off each other actually would be kind of fun.
Twilight Sky, thank you for the 50 bits. Is the reason there was no Kingdom Hearts stream last Friday because you were watching videos and trying to catch up with the plot? Yes, also I have to make a whole quiz, so that was part of it, but also we do get to take breaks every now and then too. Taja Payne, thank you for the 50 bits. Rob, what does the other R stand for in your name? Ralph? Rasputin? Robert?
Rashki.
Nice. Titaniac, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, you're probably planning on watching Star Wars Rebels after Clone Wars, as you should. It's good and important show to the universe. But after that, Amphibia needs to be next. Trust me, it's one of the more popular and amazing shows.
So I'm gonna do, right now I'm doing DuckTales, I do Tangled after that. Then I'll probably do Rebels, because I have a little break from Star Wars. And yeah, maybe I'll do Amphibia after that. Yeah, mix it up.
Mad Hatter, thank you for the 200 bits. Oh, thank God I made it in time. Sup, folks? Adored the review yesterday. So proud Doug actually went through with the Judge Doom voice. Was wondering if shock treatment might suit the freak show cinema category, given how damn strange it is.
Trying to remember that shock treatment. Let me see if that rings a bell.
I don't know.
I don't think I've seen this movie. I will look it up.
Cool. Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. Final bits from me. Ontario recently opened back up again. One of the first things I did was buy a bunch of Blu-rays, one of which was Tom and Jerry. I tried watching it. It was just so boring.
The one that just came out. Yeah, it's not going to be everybody's thing. I mean, Yeah, it's like I think Brad hated that movie, and I'm not like, what's wrong with you? It's like, no, that makes total sense. Yeah, I'm gonna. Speaking of which, I'm gonna let Chaplin out real fast. You can read the next one.
Yeah. Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Even though you are putting the career dives on hold, are there still going to be freak show cinemas? Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think even if so, I'm trying one more with the way I usually do it, which is more of like an analysis and talking about it as a whole instead of going from beginning to end. If that does not do well, we'll still do freak show cinema. We just might do it a little bit more traditional, like going through and writing jokes and stuff like that. So, but that'll still be around.
Oh, people are saying Shock Treatment is the sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, there we go.
All right, I'll try to check that out.
Mad Hatter, thank you for the 200 bits. Just have one little request for the lulz. Rob, could you do your Christopher Walken impression while angrily yelling, "Hey pal, I'm walkin' here."
Oh man. Hey pal, I'm walking here.
Great.
Christopher Walken here.
Wonderful.
I'm Christopher Walken here.
LePew, thank you for the 50 bits. Can we get a career dive on Heather? It wouldn't be very interesting. Not gonna lie.
Got it.
Yep, would not be very interesting.
More of a career hop.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Who is the funniest character from Life of Brian for you?
The mother's pretty funny.
The mother's pretty funny.
And what's the name of the organization? The People's Front of Judea. That's it.
Yeah, the People's Front. I also really like Pontius Pilate and the Centurion, John Cleese's character together.
Yeah.
Those two just always amuse me, particularly Bickus Dickus.
We're in a second hype train too. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate that. Thank you. Cameron, thank you for the 52 bits. Hey, Doug, have you ever thought about doing an NC review for the Christmas Chronicles from Netflix? I mean, come on. Kurt Russell as Santa Claus? Badass.
I saw the first one. I didn't see the second one. I like the first one fine. I don't know if I'll do a review. I don't love them, but I should at least see the second one.
Bernsey, thank you for the 50 bits. Any thoughts of doing reviews of some Steve Martin movies? My Blue Heaven, Dead Man Don't Wear Plaid, Pennies from Heaven, and or LA Story?
I have a soft spot for LA Story.
I like LA Story. My Blue Heaven I haven't seen in decades.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I've seen the other two that were listed.
I don't, because when he's bad, I don't know, maybe Sergeant Bilko would be interesting, because even he said when he was making it, he's like, I'm not being funny here. So that'd be kind of interesting.
Titaniac, thank you for the 100 bits. Another good idea for a March theme month would be a cartoon saloon month. Ever since I watched Wolfwalkers, I've been fascinated with the studio and their movies.
Yeah, I
haven't seen a bad one from them yet.
We still gotta see Breadwinner. That's the name of that one. Yeah, I still haven't seen that one.
Well, we've seen
but all the ones I've
Song
seen
of the
so
Sea
far,
and Secret of Kells, so
love them.
They're all good.
Lady Houndoom, thank you for the 200 bits. Since redemption arcs are such a big part of popular media now, do you think you might do an editorial on why they became so popular and how they go right or wrong? Possibly touching on the nature of redemption itself, just to be deep for a minute?
Never be deep. I think they kind of explain themselves. I think the more interesting one to maybe talk about is why I think liar reveal stories so rarely work. And I always call them the liar reveal because it's not that they're lying that doesn't work. 'Cause that is usually funny, and that's the fun part, seeing them try to fake it. It's when they're revealed and they have to mope, and there's that third act breakup, kind of thing, and that's always a pain in the ass. So maybe something on that.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits, giving us quite the choice. Inside Out, Up, Soul, and Toy Story 2. You can only keep one Pixar movie and you have to lose the others. Which do you choose?
Oh, Inside Out for me.
It's between Inside Out and Soul.
But those are good. I mean, those are the best ones in my opinion.
I might choose Up, actually.
Yeah, Up's right.
I love the first 10 minutes of Up, and then the rest is fine, but I don't like it as much as that first 10
Now
minutes.
that you own a dog, I think you're gonna like it more.
I'm not sure. I got the dog humor. I really did. It's fine. I don't know. I'll say Soul for now.
Mad Hatter, thank you for the 65 bits. Last thing, I looked up on this, and the temperature at which the human body freezes is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Maybe 32 bits could equal, I was frozen today meme.
Christ, I was frozen today. Even that voice is getting hard to do. Man, my voice is it's from yelling too much.
The Strider for Life, thank you for the 100 bits. It's too bad Hook isn't owned by Disney. It would have been great to see Rufio team up with Sora in Kingdom Hearts. That would have been really cool.
That would have been
actually.
awesome.
Yeah. Oh, it's a shame he's not in the book. There you go. Then they could have done that.
DCL Coda, thank you for the 50 bits. Have you guys ever watched the insanity that is Legends of Tomorrow? Mainly asking because there is going to be a Christmas special called Bebo Saves Christmas, narrated by Victor Garber and featuring Chris Kattan as an elf named Sprinkles and Ernie Hudson as Santa. I can't explain what or why Bebo is, but it might be worth looking into. I've watched the occasional Legends of Tomorrow, but I haven't
so
gotten
have I.
into it.
I think my dad.
My
watched
dad
that
loves
show. He
that
really
show,
liked it.
so I just don't have time to watch it, but I enjoyed what I saw.
I've heard I would really like it. I just need to actually sit down and do that. Jockscap, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, if you were Judge Doom and you were given a choice to dip Scrappy Doo, Snarf, Caillou, or the map, which would you choose?
I could tell you right now it would be Scrappy.
Yeah, that'd
At
be the
least for
one
me.
Because we grew up with Scrappy, and
Fuck
yeah,
Scrappy.
he was a pain in the ass.
Fuck that little annoying piece of shit.
Justin S., thank you for the 57 bits. Doug, in your review for Soul, you said, Pixar, it's good to have you back, but why didn't you say that why did you say that, yet you said you liked Inside Out, Coco, Incredibles 2, and Finding Dory, even saying you liked the latter two better than Finding Nemo and The Incredibles?
Oh, because there were some bad ones in between.
The Good Dinosaur was one of the worst. It was the worst Pixar film I think I've ever seen.
I
Beats
really
out the
did.
Cars movie for me.
Yeah, the Cars sequels. I really didn't like Monsters U, but apparently that one has a following. I don't get it, but everybody's different.
All right, what an interesting question here, DDMO. Thank you for the 50 bits. For Doug and Rob, Fuck, Marry, Kill, Hot Ladies Edition. Aunt May from Raimi's Spider-Man movies, Ellen Burstyn in her Braveheart outfit from Wicker Man, and Adam Sandler as Jill from Jack and Jill. Have fun!
This is easy. Okay,
Yeah,
so
Jill would be murder.
murder Jill.
The Bernstein would be fuck.
She would
and
be
then-
fuck because those pagan chicks, oh my god, they know
Yeah.
some things.
And then Aunt
And then-
May marry because you
'Cause
just
she's single.
don't do anything. Yeah.
She's single!
She's single. Yeah, like that was easy. You're gonna have to try harder next time.
Hewlett fan, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey Doug and Rob, longtime fan of the series since 2013, first time on the stream. Just a question. Have you ever thought of doing a retrospective on Cartoon Network shows, considering your Fox Kid and Toonami episodes?
We did some on Nickelodeon.
Uh,
But
we-
they're
yeah, we
very
did.
old. They're very old videos now, but you can look them up. They're like early.
But they're talking about Cartoon Network though. Because I know what they are. I did watch a little bit of them, but I did not grow up with them. I don't think I was the appropriate age to really be like, oh, I have an understanding of this. So probably not, but we are looking at other stuff like TGIF and Kids WB and I think One Saturday Morning, where we'll probably bring the group back. Man, that's another thing I just realized. When we get the group back filming, we can do those again.
Yay!
Yeah, oh my God. Oh, so excited.
Bernsey, thank you for the 50 bits. In 1981, Terry Gilliam and Michael Palin, Palin were writers in a movie called Time Bandits. I really enjoyed it. Do you remember it? It might have been my Brazil movie before he made
hell yeah.
Brazil.
Don't touch it, Mom and Dad. It's pure evil.
Yeah, it's funny. I like it. I think it's clever and fun. I never quite got on the masterpiece, level that a lot of people see it as, but
I don't know if I would call it a
enjoy
masterpiece, but for a Gilliam movie, it's one of
It's
the
definitely
most
better ones, yeah.
entertaining. Like a lot of his films are not as entertaining as that. Like that one was just entertaining to me the whole way through.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug and Rob, who had a better redemption arc, the classic Grinch or Scrooge?
I mean, they had kind of the same arc, didn't they?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're pretty much the same.
I guess I'll say Scrooge simply because they go into more detail. So you can see more of what he went through and then more of him being happy at the end. So I guess I'll say that.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. One suggestion I have for the Courage Month is the unofficial pilot, The Chicken from Outer Space, which was nominated for Best Animated Short at the Oscars. They even did a sequel episode in the actual show called Revenge of the Chicken from Outer Space, which was absolutely traumatizing.
Oh, all right. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, might look into that.
Taylor with Ty, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, just in case you get confused, the name of the Courage the Cowardly Dog episode with the Harvest Moon in it is called The House of Discontent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I saw something about Harvest Moon kept popping up in the comments, so I'm sure. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Thank you, though.
Jox Cab, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, don't forget there are also recap videos on Kingdom Hearts 3's title screen. They're not very long and they're narrated by Kairi from Digimon.
Neat. But yeah, I feel like from what I saw, I got the general gist where I could play Kingdom Hearts 3, but I am gonna watch another like sum up video again just to brush up on the test and stuff like that. The names and stuff is where it's gonna be really tough because yeah, it's just alphabet soup for half of them. No, I should say alphabet soup with a lot of X's.
Zokizzle, thank you for the 51 bits. What's that smell?
Did my dog really? No.
Actually, I should say Chaplin has been farting like mad this past stream. He's gone now, but I'm like, oh my god, he did like 3 times while he was in here.
Well, that's
we haven't
unpleasant.
had that. We haven't had that problem. It's just we just got her from the humane shelter, and I'm like, she's got that kind of like dog funk that I'm like, I'm wondering when the last time she was bathed there was. So we might take her in at some point.
DDMO, thank you for the 50 bits. Am I the only one who finds the recent Marvel Disney Plus shows bland and hella lackluster? I think The Mandalorian has done a much better job at adding excitement to the Star Wars lore compared to WandaVision or Falcon and Winter Soldier and the MCU lore. They promised groundbreaking events to the MCU, but I personally feel those shows were only done so that they can keep those actors on their respective payrolls. Your thoughts?
I liked New Captain America. I didn't like WandaVision. The one thing I will agree with you, and even so far with Loki, is if they're promising bringing brand new things and things you've never seen before, I haven't seen jack shit yet.
No, and
a lot of it's more the same.
I know what you're talking about. I will say this with the last Loki episode, that is the first of these shows I saw that I legit loved. I really loved this past episode because I love the interaction between those two characters, and they're just good actors to pull it off too, and it's a fun setting for them to interact off each other. So I was saying to myself, that's interesting, this was the first one I loved, out of 3 shows.
I like Loki because it reminds me of like Guardians of the Galaxy, where I'm like, I'm not in this for anything but just some dumb fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's pulling that off nicely. But the other 2, I liked Captain America, but that had issues, and then WandaVision definitely, in my opinion, had issues. So they've kind of been all over the place so far.
Semi-ironic, thank you for the 50 bits. Has there been a movie that you enjoyed on the first watch that enjoyed less the second time around?
Oh, lots, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's practically what a lot of nostalgia critics about.
Batman, a weird thing, like, I've kind of defended Batman Forever a bit over the years, and having to watch it recently for the fanscription we did, I'm like, man, this isn't really that good.
I guess this is a giveaway what the one I'm working on now is, but when I saw this, I thought it was all right, and watching it again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Justice League, the Whedon cut.
Oh,
Doug was like, oh, yeah, it's not that bad. And watch it the second time. I kept giving him looks. He's like, all right, this is pretty good.
No, that's another one where I was watching, like, I don't know, it's all right. Like, you want to like it, so you kind of convince yourself, and then when you watch it again, you're like, oh, no.
WWE, thank you for the 50 bits. I'm not sure if you can call it a Christmas classic, but would you review the Mary-Kate and Ashley movie To Grandmother's House We Go?
No.
No.
I just don't wanna.
You know what? Society created those twins, and we've done enough perpetuating them. It's time we stop, and we are not reviewing their movies.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Which Jurassic Park movie fumbled with its animal rights message more? Lost World or Fallen Kingdom?
Ooh. I guess I'll say Fallen Kingdom. Yeah,
because they let them out at the end. This is like, oh.
Yeah, and the reason is so stupid. Lost World, at least it's like, well, okay, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it makes a touch more. But yeah, no, they're both pretty bad.
Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. Last bits from me. So, Doug, did you ever get everything memorized for Heather's test? We don't want Goofy to die and resurrect for nothing.
He died for your sins, Doug. He died for
Yeah.
your sins.
Yeah, no, that happens in the game, Rob. It's
Oh, I know.
it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Yeah, and I try my best to get it memorized and try my best, man.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Do you think you'll ever bring back the character Peter Soulless from the Cat in the Hat review?
It's funny because we had the chart guys first introduced in that episode as well, and I think we just sort of use them. Like, they're a little funnier because they work off each other, but I don't know. I can't see a reason why not. So I'll see. If something calls for them, definitely.
Hewlett fan, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome, appreciate it. Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 155 bits. So for an NC Christmas review either this year or next, would you review Scrooge with Bill Murray, Home Alone, and or Christmas Vacation? Either one would be totally awesome.
I love
Home
all
Alone.
those movies.
Home Alone might be neat.
Yeah, because we did the Home Alone 2 and 3 and
yes.
4.
Yeah, why don't I do the first one?
Yeah.
I think about it. Yes, I probably should. So maybe Home Alone. Scrooge I like. I don't have a passion to talk. If you want a good review, watch Brad's review. He did a good one of it last year.
Hewlett fan, thank you for the 100 bits, and I think maybe they just didn't know that we get behind. Hey, Doug and Ryan, Blogtime fan. Just a question, have you ever thought about doing a retrospective Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon shows like the Fox Kids and Toonami episodes?
Oh, you did bring up Nickelodeon. Yeah, we did one for Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. Probably not.
Put in Nostalgia Critic Nickelodeon in Google, and you should come up with probably a couple videos.
Yeah.
Wayflow, thank you for the 100 bits. Just finished my first anime, Attack on Titan. Congratulations, and loved it. Wonderful. Any recommendations for other epic animes to watch?
You guys go ahead.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yep. Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy
Trigun, Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
If you like Attack on Titan, Cabaneri and what the hell is it called? I can never remember. The Iron Fortress. Go on to the next question. I'll interrupt at some point. Because they would like it if they liked.
Sure. Killmeister, thank you for the 50 bits. Good job on the newest NC episode. So glad you focused on the great desk scene. If only more movies did clever exposition like that.
Oh, man. Going from that to this? Fuck. I mean,
right? Yeah,
this
totally.
Do this, and then you go this way. Now, this person did that. Did you know that it is all fucking talk? And I'm just thinking, man, going from Roger Rabbit to this, what a... just light years of difference.
Okay, so really quickly to the previous question, Cabaneri and the Iron Fortress. I think it's Cabaneri and the Iron Fortress. I think it was done by some of the same people who did Attack on Titan, and it's a really fun show.
Mad Hatter, thank you for the 245 bits. Hype train, go!
Go!
Semi-ironic, thank you for the 50 bits. Are you going to review Pure Country?
I don't even know what that is. I'll look into it.
Is that like Flavor Country or Pure America?
Crazy Cat Lady, thank you for the 100 bits. Are you guys still Kingdom Hearts 3 soon? Yes, tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Central. One Gemini, thank you so much for that 22-month subscription. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Just with howdy, y'all. Howdy, One Gemini.
Howdy.
Mumrar, thank you for the 50 bits. Just purchased the Godzilla vs. Kong 3D Blu-ray. What other two pop culture icons would you like to see bad lit out blockbuster movie style?
Told you, man. Donald Duck and Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
Rabbit.
I think that would do it for me.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 150 bits. I have a question for you three. What are your favorite cartoon/animated crushes from childhood? Any animated crushes that you now have as an adult?
Oh, I tell you, April, man, that was the big one.
April was a really big one.
All the Gundam Wing Boys for me.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Which of the 6 Monty Python actors is your favorite?
God,
I really like John Cleese and Eric Idle, but the best actor of them was Graham Chapman, easily, I think.
I think Cleese is probably the one I like to watch the most. I think is the funniest. But I mean, I don't know if it counts, but Terry Gilliam, because he's one of my favorite directors. So I don't know if that's a cheat question, but
And he was the animator who died from a sudden heart attack.
yes.
Sam Sully, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm not sure how true this is, but I once heard a rumor that the artist who designed Jessica Rabbit intended for her to be asexual, hence why she loved Roger, who loved her for who she was, not how she looked.
I have no idea.
No, I've never heard that before.
I just assumed she was a furry and like
Yeah.
rabbits.
Half Crooked Grin, thank you for the 100 bits. If not as a review recommendation, at least take this as a watch on your own time recommendation. Joseph, King of Dreams.
Is that the
DreamWorks one, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Check
that
it out.
long
I mean, we did
ago.
like Prince of Egypt.
Yeah,
saw it? Okay.
Long ago, yeah. It was fine. It's not great, but it's totally fine.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 69 bits. Would you do a Dark Tunes for 2 Rugrats episodes, which are Angelica's Worst Nightmares and Chucky's Wonderful Life?
I think I got one of those on there. It's just finding like a hard copy of them, but I think I have them on the list.
Ernsey, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug and Rob, John Voight was in the movie The Champ with Rick Schroeder back when he was Ricky. Do you remember it? It had a hell of an ending.
I do
seen
not.
that one. Yeah, sorry.
Jockscab, thank you for the 50 bits. Has Rob seen Lion Pete? Doug's reaction to that was priceless.
The fuck is Lion Pete?
In the
Oh.
Kingdom Hearts Lion
All
King
right,
world.
hold on. Let's Google this one. God help me.
Kingdom Hearts. Make sure you put Kingdom Hearts in it.
Yeah, actually, I'm so weird to say. I'm kind of forgetting too.
Oh, really? Lion, not lying. Lion. Why are so many people mishearing me today?
What the fuck is that?
It's
What is that?
It's a fun level too, because like you got this keyblade, a sword you're running around with, but you're a cub in this, so you carry it around like in your mouth and like fight. It's kind of adorable.
Oh, well, only had to scroll down one page to find porn of it. Cool, thanks.
Sorry, that was so loud, but Jesus. Mumrar, thank you for the 50 bits. I'd like to recommend an 80s underrated gem of a movie called My Science Project with Dennis Hopper and Fisher Stevens. It's a mix between Weird Science and Back to the Future. Check it out.
Oh, no, never even heard
Yeah,
of it.
I like both those movies, so.
Yeah, check that out.
Ernsey, thank you for the 50 bits. Did you guys see Cleese's eulogy at Graham Chapman's funeral? If you haven't,
yeah.
you must. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hilarious. It was very. The
Good riddance.
bastard had to go up and die. Yeah, he just rips into him. It's great.
Twilight Sky, thank you for the 50 bits. Sorry about earlier. I didn't mean to imply that you guys don't deserve breaks or anything. No, that's fine. That's fine. You're
Oh,
yeah.
We're all-
It was
we're-
just
we're all having fun.
more of a joke than anything. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. I know you all work very hard and deserve breaks whenever you need to take them. I love you guys and your work and wish you all the best. Thank you. Sorry
I
if
got
we
you.
made you feel bad. I'm sorry. It was just a joke mostly.
We will all just keep apologizing back and
But
forth.
yeah, we're just
to
gonna
each
keep apologizing to each other forever. And now Jockscab is apologizing that you had to see Lion Pete porn.
other.
So, enjoy that. All right, we have all of the bit messages done, so I'm going to look at
Nice.
some of these highlighted messages. I just interpreted Roger and Jessica's relationship like something from BoJack Horseman, where the species doesn't matter. That's what Power Gamer says.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They portray them as a healthy couple in a weird way. They actually really care about each other and talk about how much they care about each other and stuff. So I don't know. They weirdly work.
Lord R. Wolfen says, who was your favorite celebrity cameo in Avatar The Last Airbender? Mine is Mick Foley as the boulder.
I don't know if it counts, but I mean, I don't know. Some of the big players like Mark Hamill, Dante
Yeah.
Bosco, and so I mean, those are celebrities to me.
Matt Gamer says, I know you said you would not play Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, but look up Marluxia's final form. It's like a combination of an angel and a Grim Reaper. You might enjoy the design.
Oh, that sounds cool. I might have seen that because I think somebody told me about it before and sent me a picture or something. Yeah, I think I do know what you're talking about.
Sailor Aaron says, have y'all seen Just Like Dad with Wallace Shawn and Ben Diskin? It's a 90s TV movie. I thought it was a cute TV movie.
No, never heard of it.
No.
Try to check it out.
Amadeus Zelda says, Doug is the Banshee from Dobby Gill and the Little People and the little people, still the scariest nostalgic moment?
I don't know. Freaks me out, but there's probably scarier. But I don't know. It's the fact that it is kind of a cheap effect that creeps me out even more. Yeah. I
I
don't
think
know.
for me, it would still be the Terminator from Terminator 1. When I saw that on TV as a little kid, I was like, woof.
Mars asks, can you guys review Madagascar, please?
I like them. I don't think I could add that much to them. I think those movies get better and better as they go on.
Game Fan says, hello, Doug and Rob. Doug, I have another Christmas special you should review, How Murray Saves Christmas. It's about a grumpy butcher named Murray who has a substitute for Santa Claus because Santa injured himself. So Murray has to do Santa's job with the help of an elf named Edison. It premiered back in December of 2014, which was 7 years ago somehow.
God, yeah.
Huh.
I think I remember Marisa Marsh was saying because he was in there, he was really pushing it, like, guys, I really like this, check it out and stuff. And of course I didn't. So I probably should. I guess I kind of forgot about it until you brought it up again.
Killmeister, thank you for the 50 bits. Best use of an actor ever? Alan Tudyk as the chicken in Moana.
Right up there
There
with
we-
George Clooney as the dog in South Park.
Yeah.
And this will be our last one. Shikio says, what is Doug's view on Kingdom Hearts story so far? A bit confusing, but it's interesting regardless.
Yeah, I don't mind that it's confusing because I always say I remember when I grew up with like X-Men comics and even Batman stuff where that was kind of the fun was talking with other kids like what they remember and the backstories and stuff like that. And it's complicated, but it's also got a lot of those fun tropes and characters and imagination and stuff. So I don't mind. I still think it's a lot of fun.
Okay. All right, awesome. Well, thank you all so much again for joining us today. We super, super appreciate it. We would not be able to do this specific stream, especially without you guys here being willing to chat with us and ask us questions and fun things like that.
Can't do it without you.
Of course. We've got content here 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, so please come on back. I always enjoy seeing your usernames in chat. Tomorrow, Doug is starting Kingdom Hearts 3 at 6 p.m. Central Time. Malcolm, my gosh, my brain had a meltdown there for a second. Malcolm's gonna be here at 1. We've got Awesome Comics and Coffee on Saturday, and then, it's in there. It's in the chat. You can see when we're here. I don't know. It's 6 days a week. We got content. You know what I mean.
It's over there.
And it's over there. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see y'all later.
Love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. 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 Goodbye now. Bye-bye. Goodbye.